The storm raged outside, casting an ominous shadow over the small cafe where Detective Aditi Rao had gathered her key suspects. The rain lashed against the windows, creating a rhythmic yet unsettling backdrop to the tense atmosphere within. Aditi, her long dark hair slightly damp from the humidity, stood at the center of the room. Her gaze was sharp, shifting between Rajan Mehta, the well-groomed land developer, and Meera Joshi, the cafe owner whose eyes betrayed her anxiety. "You both knew him well, didn't you?" Aditi began, her voice steady despite the tempest outside. The victim had a troubled past, and Aditi suspected it was intricately tied to the land deal Rajan was pushing. Rajan's expression hardened, his expensive suit contrasting sharply with the peeling paint of the cafe. "I had nothing to do with his death, Aditi. You're grasping at straws." The tension in the room was palpable, each word exchanged like a chess move in a high-stakes game. Aditi stepped closer, the scent of wet earth mingling with the aroma of brewing coffee. The storm outside mirrored the rising stakes within the cafe, a reminder that the truth was as elusive as the lightning that occasionally illuminated the darkened sky. Detective Aditi Rao continued her interrogation, her voice cutting through the tension like a knife. "But you were seen arguing with him just days before he died. What was it about?" she pressed, her eyes never leaving Rajan's face. Meera Joshi interjected, her voice trembling with the weight of unspoken truths. "Rajan wanted to buy the fishing rights from the community. It was a desperate move, and it put him at odds with everyone." Aditi noted the flicker of guilt in Rajan's eyes, a subtle betrayal of his composed exterior. "And yet, you didn't report the argument, did you?" she asked, her tone unyielding. Rajan leaned forward, his tone icy and defensive. "I don't owe you an explanation. You're just a local detective playing with fire." The storm outside intensified, the thunder echoing the rising stakes within the cafe. Aditi felt the weight of her fears lifting slightly. She was no longer just a detective but a force to be reckoned with. The storm was far from over, both outside and within the tangled web of secrets surrounding the murder. The cafe, once a place of warmth and community, now felt like a battleground where truth and deception clashed with every word. As the storm outside reached its crescendo, Detective Aditi Rao stood firm, her determination unwavering. "I'll find the truth, Rajan. You can count on that," she declared, her voice carrying the weight of her resolve. The cafe, with its peeling paint and the scent of brewing coffee, had become a crucible of confrontation and revelation. The storm outside mirrored the internal turmoil of the investigation, each clap of thunder a reminder of the stakes at play. Aditi turned to leave, her mind racing with the pieces of the puzzle she had yet to fit together. The sound of thunder echoed, a reminder that the storm was far from over, both outside and within the tangled web of secrets surrounding the murder. As she stepped out into the rain, Aditi knew that the path to the truth would be fraught with challenges, but she was ready to face them head-on. The investigation was just beginning, and with each step, she was closer to unraveling the mystery. Stay tuned to Storyteller for the next chapter in this gripping tale of intrigue and deception.